Happy Mindfulness Day to all of you who have joined us here. On this occasion, I'm going to conduct a guided meditation. But before we start the guided meditation, a little bit about what we are going to do in the practice and why we are doing it. In these times of polarization, of people having such strong opinions, peace seems to be more and more difficult to find. And most of us look out for peace outside ourselves. But one of the core foundational understandings of the practice of mindfulness or awareness or presence is that we want to look within for this peace. It is not possible if we are unhealed and we don't see that part of ourselves, or we feel sad, we feel angry. But instead of bringing peace to that, we look outside for peace. It's unlikely that we will find it. In fact, we can't find peace, we can only be peace. So in order to cultivate this peace within, what is it that we really need to do? And what can we practice? One of the basic pillars of mindfulness is non-judgment. And that is an entry to developing compassion and peace within ourselves. Now, how do we practice this non-judgment in our day-to-day life? And what is the idea behind it? Right? Often when we feel sad or when we feel an emotion like anger, very quickly, due to judgments, due to mental stories that we have in our mind, this concept of feeling this emotion of feeling sad gets converted into either a story about who is making us sad, who is making us angry, or into a self-bashing orientation, like I am miserable because I am not good enough, or I'm not lovable and therefore I'm rejected, and so on. Now, often with sadness, the mind goes to peg it onto something, onto some mental story. But our practice of mindfulness says that there is no compulsion to either reject ourselves or another person, to blame ourselves or another person. The thought and the emotion can simply be felt for what it is in this moment right now. And that is the essential practice of non-judgment, where when something comes up, you can watch it, but there is no compulsion to engage with it. There's no compulsion to believe in it. You can watch it, you can even support it. You can acknowledge it's there. But there's no habitual movement towards justification of feeling a certain way or going against feeling a certain way. Now, isn't that an absolutely relieving, beautiful practice where nothing is rejected? Everything that comes up in your awareness is there. It simply is. It can stay, it can pass when it needs to, it can stay for as long as it needs to. It's like living in a house with an open door, where anybody can walk in, sit for however long, and leave. So we treat our thoughts and our emotions in this way. Now, how do we cultivate this practice? We understand this, most of us get it. But how do we cultivate this practice? Okay. So I'm going to share with you two methods. One is an informal method, which is in the day, during your day, whenever you recognize that your mind habitually is in some kind of thinking or in some kind of storytelling mode, or is judging someone or is judging yourself, simply recognize it. Don't push the thoughts away. Don't do anything about it. But instead just come back, maybe to what you're doing. Come back to maybe feeling a few breaths. Just 2 or 3 breaths. Just becoming aware, I'm here now, and this thinking just came up. I neither have to flow with this thinking, nor I have to reject it. Now, the more often you do this in your day, the more it will become a part of your natural habit pattern. The more your brain gets wired to being this way. When we can be at peace with even that which is unpeaceful within us, when we can be at peace with that which we do not like within us, then we actually cultivate true peace. And then we are capable not only of finding peace, but also of sharing this peace with others around us. So that's the informal practice that can be done throughout the day as often as you remember. Maybe keep a few triggers. Maybe you can remember while you're bathing, or remember before you start work in your office, or while you're cooking. You can choose your times and places to help you remember to come back to the present. And the other thing which is extremely beneficial is taking out some time every day to sit in quietness. We can call it meditation, but ultimately we are quiet, we are sitting, we are focusing in the present moment, we are using our breath as the anchor for this present moment. But when judgment comes up, we are recognizing that judgment and we are coming back. And so again, very actively training our brains to be peaceful with whatever comes up in the present moment. So with that in mind, let's get into a 10-minute meditation practice. Let's all meditate together for the sake of peace within us on this wonderful occasion of Mindfulness Day. So wherever you are, whether you are in a chair at the moment or you're sitting down, you can start the practice, or maybe you can come back to this practice when you're ready. But it would be helpful to do it today while we are all together in this. So I'm going to start this practice with the sound of the bell to just start off and end the practice. And I will be guiding it right through. Start with relaxing your body completely. See that there's no tension between your eyebrows, in your eyes. Just allow the muscles of your face to soften. Allow your jaw to be loose. Let the shoulders become restful and easy. Allow the belly to soften, the hips to soften, and your legs to relax. Let your back be straight but gentle. There is no stiffness in the posture, there is no holding in the posture. The posture is also peaceful, relaxed, soft, but aware and present. And in this relaxed, aware space, Bring all your attention to the breath. Breathing in, just knowing that you're breathing in. Breathing out, knowing you're breathing out. Notice if you start thinking. Notice if any judgments come up in your mind or any kind of thinking, storytelling. Mentally, maybe even smile at it and come back to the breath. In this practice, the breath is the connection to the moment. It is an anchor in the present. It is the reality of the moment. The quality of attention that you bring to your breath is also very peaceful, very gentle. If our goal is peaceful, our path cannot be violent, cannot be aggressive. We cannot fight with our thoughts or feelings. There's a deep compassion, deep acceptance of whatever comes up, even of thinking. And a very gentle attempt to come back to the breathing. With every in-breath, You may also recognize that you're breathing in peace. With every in-breath, as the air fills your chest, fills your lungs, feeling the peace, being aware of the peace. With every out-breath, letting go. Letting go of things that you're holding on to tightly. Opinions, ideas, judgments. Breathing in, I recognize peace, I notice peace. Breathing out, I let go of judgment, of holding in my body, in my mind. Every breath becomes an opportunity to allow peace. Every breath is an opportunity to let go of judgments, to return back from thinking and judging to just being. Let's stay with this awareness for a few more breaths. Feeling peace with every in-breath and letting go of judgment with every out-breath. And now, getting ready to end the meditation. Getting ready to open your eyes at the sound of the bell. I hope you enjoyed the practice, and I do hope you will continue this practice for days to come, and have a great mindfulness day today. May you all stay well and may you all stay happy. Thank you.